Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becca, and here in my little corner of the web, I like to talk about budgeting and finance. And today I am sharing my April 2021 budget with me, and I am planning in my plum paper planner. I love this planner, and every month I make these little budget sheets to go in it. And this month I really felt like I was slacking. It has just been a crazy couple of weeks for my husband and I. If you're new to my channel, we just bought a house and we are currently living with my in-laws while we do a little bit of renovations on it. So we both work full time. So getting those renovations done while we work and trying to stay on top of everything else in my videos just hasn't been going so well. So I kind of did the bare minimum on this spread, but it's okay, and it's still a budget, and that's all that matters. So I will walk you through that. Okay, so I don't share our first four sources of income. That's 2 sources for me and 2 sources for my husband, and that's just for his privacy. You know, he didn't ask to be on YouTube. But then I do share our miscellaneous category, which usually just consists of income that we get from the renters who were in our house, and actually they are not in our house anymore. As you can tell, they vacated, but the way that our mortgage was, we closed in September and they moved in September, so they started paying us in September, but we didn't pay our first mortgage payment until November. So we actually had 2 months of their rent just kind of stored up. So we're just including that as if we didn't get it until November. So this is the last month that we will receive it. So I expect our total income this month to be $6,980. And we actually, this is a lot lower than it has been, and it'll just keep dropping after we lose our rental income, just back to kind of what was more normal. The thing is, my husband is self-employed, so his income is kind of sporadic, and I was trying to give us a higher expected amount based on what he was making last year, but it's just been coming in lower these past couple of months, and we changed to withhold more of our paychecks from taxes after we did our taxes. And so just all those things are contributing to a lower expected income. I'm hoping it'll be higher. This way I can make sure that we have enough for just what I budgeted, but that it will be higher, as opposed to hoping for more and then falling short of that. I also didn't include in this number our stimulus check. I saw in our little, in the little portal, that it is going to be mailed on March 26th. So that's actually tomorrow from when I'm filming this. But so we haven't gotten it, and I'm pretty sure we'll get it in April, but I just don't want to count on that money because you never know. But if we do receive that, I will add that into our budget and have a plan for that as well. But anyway, moving to the just bills category of our budget. The first thing in our budget is always our tithe, which is not technically a bill, but we are believers, so it is the most important thing to us. And this month I think it'll be $700, which is just 10%. Then our mortgage, which is $1,200. My phone bill is $44. And I've just restructured our bills. If you've been following with me, I used to have all of our regular bills and apartment bills up here, and then the house bills down here to separate them. But I've moved all the house bills up here now that we live there, and our lagging apartment bills down to the bottom. And then when I think this is the last month we'll pay those, when that gets off of there, I will kind of restructure the way I make my sheet to have less categories or sections of bills. Anyway, our Wi-Fi is $70. Our electricity, I think I've actually already got this bill, so I think it'll be around $94. Our car insurance is always $154. Jared's health insurance is $161. Our water, sewer, trash, I also already saw this, and I think it's also going to be $94, which I'm kind of very surprised that these bills are going to be so low, considering these are billed for the month that Texas had a crazy storm, a crazy winter storm happen, and we were using so much electricity and power. I don't know, but I'm glad that they're not higher. And then our natural gas, I haven't got this bill yet, so I'm just estimating that it'll be $100. And then our last apartment bills, we have to pay one more month of Wi-Fi, and it's $71. And then electricity, this is our last month, and it's $107. So excited to get those off of there and just have a normal amount of bills again. I feel like we've had so many bills for so long. But our total amount in the bills section is $2,795. And then for the expenses, I don't really know. I think that everything's still going to be a little bit wonky from moving and just trying to figure out, because we don't actually know when we'll move, but we're planning on moving mid-April, because that's when our storage unit first month is up, and we don't want to pay for second month. So groceries and household, I used to budget $400 for this, but since we're gonna have just a bunch of having to probably buy new freezer things and just some new items from the closer grocery store, which is more expensive, as we are trying to be more convenient getting into our rhythm, I'm just giving us $450. Hopefully we won't need all that, but just in case, want to make sure we have it. Eating out, I'm giving us our usual $180. Gas, I feel like is going up. I know the price is going up, so I actually should raise this, but I just haven't. I guess I should raise it right here. I'll just take it to 80. I was doing 60, but I think I should raise it because I know that gas is going up, and I feel like we're driving a little bit more because we're going over our gas budget. And then we each get an allowance. Jared and I both get $100, and we can just spend that on whatever we want. And I think this is a good plan. I like doing it. I think we're going to keep doing that, I've decided. Our subscriptions for the month, I think, are going to be around $60. Gifts, we have one birthday in April, my brother's birthday, so I'm planning on $50. That's how much I budget for each gift. And then miscellaneous, I always give us $100. And then moving in house, so this is the category. I don't know how much it's going to be, but I just wanted to give us a lot. So I'm giving us $800. And I know that we'll at least we have to rent a U-Haul because our stuff, we had to leave our apartment and stay with family for about a month, basically, while we did our little renovations, just because they're a lot easier to do with no furniture in there. And so we'll have to pay for the U-Haul to get the stuff out of storage, and then we have some more renovations that I assume that we'll want to just do right away, just because you're so excited about your new house and you just want to make it feel like yours. But I don't know, I just want to give us that, but I don't know how much it'll actually be. And we do still have extra rent money from our renters, and I figured that what better thing to use it for than home improvements when they were paying for the home. So that's kind of my philosophy there. So for that section, I've budgeted $1,900. And then our savings category, right now we're adding just $100 every month to our savings. It's not our priority. The priority that we have right now is paying off my debt. I have a student loan. But we just wanted to add a little bit every month just to beef it up. Right now, I think it has $5,400 in it, maybe $5,300. And things are just very uncertain, so I want to make sure that we're being wise in that. So we're just adding a little bit. And then this category, I talked about this before, but right now, since our student loan, or my student loan, is paused, and there's kind of a small possibility that it might actually be forgiven, I am, instead of paying the money to the actual debt, I am keeping it in a savings account so that in September, when the forbearance ends, if they haven't forgiven it, I can just pay off my balance. But if it is, then I won't have wasted or I won't have spent $1,300. Not wasted. Obviously, I took out these loans and I am responsible for paying them, and I expect to pay them. But if I don't have to pay them, I would like to not pay them. So that's kind of where I'm at that. I don't want to actually put the number in this section because I like to put it down here in debt. I like the way it looks, but in the actual section, it'll probably go there. And then home maintenance and reno, I don't think we'll be saving anything, again, because we're spending up there. But I did just want to leave a category in case we, for some reason, come in way under, and then I can put it in our savings envelope. And then investments, every month I put a little bit of money into a Roth IRA, just a little bit right now because we are still paying off my debt, and that is our priority. We don't want to spread ourselves too thin, but we're just putting $100, or that's our plan for April. And then in my cash envelopes, we're planning on putting $350 into our travel envelope. And this may seem like a lot, and we just actually went on vacation. And you may be like, why are you spending so much on vacation? Well, we have another trip booked for June. We have a bunch of like flight credits right now, and we have an opportunity to go to North Carolina just for a little trip. And I think we're going to rent a car, and the car is probably going to be around $700. So I split it in between April and May just to like be able to pay for that fully for June. And then obviously we just love taking trips. That's like a really big priority to us. So we didn't want to sacrifice that too much. We wanted to be able to still enjoy our lives while we pay off debt. So that's why we're saving money for travel. And then gifts. Right now I'm just putting I'm allocating $60 towards gifts. So since we're putting $50 planning to spend, I just plan to put the other $10 into the envelope. Christmas, just doing 20 right now. We are definitely going to ramp that up near the end of the year, but my goal was to have more disposable income at the front half of the year to really tackle the debt, so it didn't take longer. And then health, every month we put $100 into our health envelope, and we don't use this a whole lot, so it's actually getting kind of high up there in how much we have in there. And I'm trying to decide when I should cap it. Should I cap it when we get to $1,200? I don't know, because you could easily have a health emergency that costs way more than $1,200. So let me know kind of what your thoughts are on that. If you think there's a certain amount that you should have for health, or if we should just keep saving basically $100 a month indefinitely. And then auto, we are putting $140 aside for auto maintenance just because our cars are older, and when it comes up, it's expensive. So our total savings for the month planned is $820, which leaves our last category of debt, and this is the category we are focused on right now. So we use a zero-based budget, and all of the extra money that isn't used in our other categories goes to this focus. So this month, that is $1,445, and I would like to see more. I'm hoping that if our stimulus comes in, that'll be $2,800, and we told ourselves that we were going to use 1,000 of it to buy a new couch because we really wanted one, and we just wanted to treat ourselves, but the rest of it will be used to put in the debt holding account. So that is my plan for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.